the access, because good roads will only bring good security responses. Also, that goal now you can be able to map it and quantify it, and then now invite investors, because you assure them that there is access, there is security, and so on.
Well, we shall listen to that Dr. Abraham Malith Mamer, an economist advisor in the office of the Vice President for Economic Cluster, explaining that the road will connect Juba to Lobonok and extend to Mali, facilitating access to mineral-rich areas and boosting local trade. And still to come, a civil society group has a call for the audit of dissolved National Transitional Committee. It's a step toward ensuring effective and accountable implementation of the revitalized peace agreement.
In fact, the South Sudan emphasizes the critical need for a thorough and independent audit of the previous office of NTC activities. Concerns have been raised regarding the previous committee's performance, including allegation of mismanagement of funds, lack of transparency, and slow progress in implementation key position of the RCS.
Well, we will hear more from that. Luate Joel, the Executive Director of Integrate South Sudan. Dewa ketir bejilekum tu alfi barnamij bita Sundown bes kalik gerib mahizata kinishil fasilela bat fasilelo anerja nina tuwal biyabda barnamij bitena ta Sundown tuwali. Geni bes gerib jam hizabitaka.
The Sundown. For the news, views, opinion, debates, and discussions. Listen to Who is Who, talking about issues that affect our country and continent. Only on the Sundown, your eye on South Sudan.
And now let's begin the show with the proposed road development project in the country. Last week, remember, the economic cluster chaired by Vice President Dr. James Iga approved a proposal for that $204 million to construct a major road connecting Juba to Lobonok and extending to that Mali in Eastern Equatoria State. Today, an economist has highlighted the significance of the project linking to gold exploration and broader economic development. Dr. Abraham Malith Mamer, economic advisor in the office of the Vice President for Economic Cluster, explained that the road would facilitate access to mineral-rich areas and enhance local trade. Speaking to iRadio, Dr. Mamer revealed that untapped gold deposits in that Lobonok have been hindered by that poor road infrastructure, which discourages investment and affects security. He emphasized that the project would not only support mineral exploration but also unlock the region's agricultural potential. Dr. Mamer also clarified that the $402 million budget for the road is still under review by the Ministry of Roads, the Economic Cluster, and the Parliament before final approval. He highlighted long-term benefits of the project, including improved security, enhanced trade and community development. The Juba-Lobonok-Mali Road is expected to transform the region by improving accessibility, boosting economic activity, and fostering fostering development in rural areas. Now let's listen more from that Dr. Abraham Malith Mamer in an interview with iRadio's Obach Okuch Shagawa.
The thing is not Juba-Lobonok Road only. It goes to a place called Moli. So people are not giving the correct description of the road. It's 150 kilometers. Lobonok is not that far. So it goes all the way to Moli. Mm-hmm. And now it is connecting Juba, Lobonok, Moli, and also it goes on there is somewhere that they meet after the last river. They meet with the Juba-Numili Road. It meets there. So that's one. Number two, there was a task force that formed in 2019, just before or during the corona, for the economic cluster to look for alternatives to increase non-oil revenues. So we have identified gold, gum arabic, dry fish, and other minerals. And there was a task force that was given a mission to go to Loganok, to Reng, to Kapoita, and Maban. And all to check viability of these two commodities so they can be commoditized so that we can collect revenue from. So I was one of the people who went to Lebanon. What I witnessed, I saw, yes, there are deposits of gold. I cannot talk about the quantity, how much it is, but I can attest that there is gold there. The goal is not nobody dig it. People go and pick it. I even myself participated and I picked myself one or two small gold. So there is gold there. But because of the bad roads, these kit 1, kit 2, kit 3, all pass through Lebanon. And they are very, very, very rough rivers. So you can never get to the bottom of this. No investor will come if there is no road. And because absence of good road is also bring insecurity. Because there are these guys roaming here and there. They find the chance that there is no roads, so they can actually ambush anybody coming there. So that's why the goal cannot come to Juba. But if you build road there, then there is security access, because good roads will always bring good security responses. Also, that goal now you can be able to map it and quantify it, and then now invite investors, because you assure them that there is access, there is security, and so on. Alongside gold, in Loganok, there is a huge agricultural potentials. I also have seen that. If we get this road done, and then we will be able to benefit from the local produce to Juba. So Juba market will be actually will be supplied from Loganok area. So it's another way to try to reduce the dependence on the fresh produce coming from Uganda. The reason why we could not get this all along is because there are no roads. There's a lot of productivity in this country, but there are no roads that can bring from the production areas to consumption areas. So Juba Loganok Moli Road, I think, can contribute greatly to bringing the consumption together with the production. So that is my take. Yeah. Another thing that I want to add, it has not been approved yet. The process is that the project is conceived by the line unit, which is the Ministry of Roads. It's not economic cluster. The Ministry of Roads sorts all this out, including the facilitation of load. Then the economic cluster now will come and be informed. The viability, the importance of the road is made by the Ministry of Roads. When the economic cluster now, we have a look at it, verify all the other claims that are not being made. I will go through the process to the Council of Ministers. And thereafter, if it is a new thing that may involve the Parliament. So the idea that it is not a finished product yet. It will take a process. But I think our people are confused. They think that 402 million have been approved. No, it has not yet been approved. It will go through a long process.
Yes, and also another thing. Also, there's some concern from people and also other watchdog that you talk about goals, you talk about agriculture, but people want to know specific, projects that will benefit or will contribute to the economy of South Sudan, knowing that there is no larger scale or schemes in the area of Loganok. What is your take on that?
Of course, when you speak without any data evidence of the claim, then you can all say anything you like to say. That's why I said from the beginning, I've been to Loganok myself. I have participated in picking that goal. I have my little goal. I can display anywhere people want it. A small, not too much, is maybe less than a gram. I have picked it myself. And the local people, they have huge quantities. They use it for themselves when they want to get their kids to school. And it is not being actually commoditized. It's just a small scale. The traditional people go and sell among themselves, and then they may get somebody to buy, and they get or it goes to Uganda in a very unprecedented way. So yes, people can be cynical, about it because they don't have enough evidence in their hand. But roads will spark the other essential, like studying the area itself, mapping the goal, because there will be access. Because no one will go to the forest and begin to map something that you do not have access to it. Accessibility is number one. You must have access before you verify, you quantify anything. And after all, our areas need to be connected, by the way. It should not be, people should not be cynical about it. If a road goes to a place, people say, why there? All the South Sudan should be connected by roads. It's a must. Whether there is a economic viability or not, we have to have access. Access to people itself, economic viability.
Yes, Abraham, and what role can this road play in reducing maybe transportation costs and boosting the local business? As you said, there is a gold being the local people are doing there, though it's not a big scale. So how can it reduce transportation costs and also boosting the local business of people there and here also?
You know, after Kit 4, I think, the last river, this road goes to Numali Juba Road. And you know, Numali Juba Road is not a good road in my own view, because it's got a lot of holes, it's got a lot of, I don't know how can I describe, but it's not actually good. It needs a little bit of refer, it has to be referred. But for this point, if things come from Numali, they can divert through Lomonok. They can come, because this will be a new specialty road, will be easier, and then now we'll cut half of the transport cost to Juba directly, because from the point that I'm talking about to Juba, it could be only 1 hour or 2 hours, and you are in Juba. Transport, yes, there is a cost cut there.
And I think also, what long-term economic impact can we expect from this investment?
Well, number one, and we always remain number one, security. Access to Lomonok will be secure. You can go to Lomonok anytime when there is anything that needs people to go there, security-wise. That's one. Number two, will encourage, because Lomonok, when it is safe, it will encourage farmers who are wanted to farm to go and farm in Lebanon, because the area is very fertile, the area is good, the area is accessible, and people can go and farm there. Because what we want to do is to move people from crowded farming area to places that there is no farm. We can strike a deal with local people. So the land is vast, it's too vast and it's fertile. We will not need even fertilizers. It's very, very good land. There's a lot of water there, and there's a lot of vegetation there. So for me, it is what do you call, an opportunity to develop the area, so that we can fulfill the vision of the Kajanga, take the civilization to the people. So we are taking town to people of Lebanon.
And lastly, before we wind up, how does improved road infrastructure impact trade and market access in rural areas?
You know, if you have got the produce, you produce your agriculture, some of them are perishable, are very fresh, and they need to be transported quickly to where they can be consumed. If you have a road, we'll encourage local people to produce, because there is a way to take them to the market. So road actually is a function of market. If there is road, then there is market. Always that what is created. You remember during the 32 states, when we went into small areas with big roads there, people came out with a lot of goods to sell along the roadside. So Lomonok, Juba, Moli, it also can create a side trading. Like now when you go to Bor, from Juba to Bor, and Kibo, you get a lot of people trading alongside the road. So it's introduced this local trading into the local people. So they will be able to trade among themselves, and that actually foster the peace and understanding and togetherness. When you are trading together, you know each other. There may be villages or payams that they don't know themselves within Lebanon area. But if there is a road, these people can come out and they trade among themselves. Now you're fostering the togetherness, you're fostering the good understanding, even the citizenship. You can actually foster by having a local trade between people themselves when they have a road, because road actually brings trading. And I am telling you, if you travel here to Bor, you will really be amazed. Everyone is alongside the road, the trading. And that actually has increased the understanding of how you can be civilized and how you can still keep your tradition. So civilization came to your area. You trade, you make money, but yet you still believe and work in your own area. There's no movement, no displacement. You are not even shifting from your traditional area. You're still there. But services will come. That's where the services will come. Education, health, and security will come to you because there is access. Those things to come to your area.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, how does this project align with South Sudan broader development goals?
Well, roads and agriculture are actually the backbone of our non-revenue activities and attention. You know, the oil has been a problem. We've been lining oil, but oil has got its own problems. But if we are able to build roads, it will encourage the local production. It will connect us with urban and rural areas. It will also allow us to take services from urban to rural. And it's going to be economically viable. Well, we have got 700,000 roads in our South Sudan. So if we are able to connect all the bit of pieces of South Sudan, all the towns and villages, you'll be seeing the development. I am one of the people who believe the national roading is a project that should be supported by all. We must have roads. Now you can see we are not connected with Western Equatoria, we are not connected with all these areas heavily producing food. We cannot access them because of no roads. So I really feel this 2025 should be a year of roads.
Yes, that was Dr. Abraham Malith Mamir, an economist in the office of the Vice President for that economic cluster, talking to my colleague Obach Okuch Chagawa earlier this morning. Thank you so much for your time, and as you have heard from him, now we are asking you, the listener, what is your thought on that Juba Lobonok Moli Road project and its link to that goal and agriculture in the area? Call us on that 0911-986-986 and 0922-986-986. And for your information, yes, if you take a look at the distance of that Juba, Lobonok and Moli, it's the proposed budget. Yes, Dr. Abraham said the $402 million, it's proposed budget but not approved yet. And then Nimule Juba Highway, which is more than 200 kilometers, cost, okay, that's a half of the money proposed for that Lobonok and at the same time Moli Highway. So in this latest development, what is your take? I've got a caller here. I read you. Na mushkilات اللي سبق رجع تاني وشارك معنا رايا بتاكي في عدد بتجروس 402 مليون دولار على بروبوسو عشان كيف بعملوس شاريا بتا لبنان جوبا وكمان مولي. هاي راديو.
Madrama James.
أيوة.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening, sir.
And good evening to the listeners and regular scholars.
Thank you.
This is Nick from Northern Bargazal.
Welcome on board.
My brother, when we talk about the government of the country, it is not simple. It is very worse and worse. Because now, last week I heard about that project from the road project about Lebanon. But in my opinion, if government, our government listen to the citizen, the first of all, to pay the civil servant, all plus official of government, and then they will do the road. Now, when the road constructed and there is no person who work on, cannot be, unless to pay soldiers and all organized forces, plus the officials of government. After that, you will do what you want. But now, you say, I want to construct the road. But when the company takes project from the government, it cannot complete it.
Yeah, Tolfuk.
It do somehow, and then you will say there is a lot of challenge. We don't have field, we don't have like mechanisms, all things.
Yeah, Tolfuk.
Like the road of Baral Kazan is still not reaching the wow, and even a week. And now, and we had another thing. I think that it cannot be possible.
Thank you. All right, kuna Tolfuk bukalama ama shikan dafa muratabat bita muwatinin ma sharia awel. I radio. Okay, I radio.
Hello, Madrama James.
Ayuwa.
Good evening.
Good evening, Dian.
Yeah, thank you. I'm now in Auli, sir.
Welcome on board.
Yeah, actually, it's a good topic of discussion. Yeah, because this money is huge money, and it's supposed to be actually allocated to a good project.
For example?
Yeah, like what I said last week. Juba Lomano cannot cost such a money. Okay? But, you know, when people are intending to do corruption, people wanted to actually have a plan on how to get that money. So, Dr. James Waniga Plus, the Minister of Finance, and his team of the economic cluster actually designed that project in order to get something for those pockets. And this is very unfortunate for the country. Frankly speaking, that money can build a road from Juba to Numili, and from Numili to Kaya, and from Kaya to Yambio. That money can do. And from even Yambio back to Kejekeji and Mundri. It will do a good road connection, a tarmac road for the community, for agricultural producing areas, so that people are able to supply agricultural produce to the city.
Yeah, Diandeng.
But they just want, yes?
Diandeng, you, some of you are saying government should provide social services to the citizens. And now if they are taking an initiative of providing services, you guys are also changing your goalposts that, you know, these are some of the priorities. So what do you want the government to do exactly?
No, we want the government to do the priorities. But the problem, government don't do priorities. Government resort to last priorities. We are not saying, okay, let not there be a road to Lomonok. But the road to Lomonok cannot be a priority at this moment where a South Sudanese need a road. You have to look at the critical area. Dr. John have said it clearly that after we got independent, we are going to use oil money for agriculture. So what you want to do, you need to develop agriculture. This is a priority. That $402 million, if you give them to agriculture, as a government, you create a agriculture scheme as a government. It's good for the country, so that citizens can able to buy it from the government.
Thank you.
If you use that $402 million to improve the economic situation today, what is happening? Because South Sudanese are hungry, people need food. Why do you want to build a road when there's no food? Who is going to go to work on the road when people are dying? The priorities must be there. We are not saying, hey, let government not do the project, but prioritize the project so that thing goes systematically. People can be able to see that government is prioritizing. I'm telling you today now, I am with my community. And where I am, I seen yesterday, there's no water. People are collecting water over a distance of 3 hours, and they are going to collect the water on the ground, on the well. There's no a single hand pump in that community. And who is to be blamed at this? South Sudan is 11 years old. And we fought for independence. Our parents died for this in order to have a country where we are able to get at least a hand pump water.
All right. Today
we are like the same way where we are under marginalization of Arab. The call is that government have to prioritize the project. We have to connect the communities. So building such a big road for Lomonok, and the money also are huge.
All right.
Lomonok project, even $100 million can build a road from Juba to Lomonok. So
right.
why do you want to add that $300 million? That is a question here. How do people look at money itself?
Thank you so much,
so we need the
Diang.
government to prioritize the project. Thank you.
All right. Yes, I would equally request some of you to be so brief so that we give also chance to the rest of our brothers who would like also to share in their opinions as well. 0922-986-986 and 0911-986-986. Kuna diang dem bugol ufifikra bitoba inu gurush zekatir mufruda hama shia mulaha jadal nas deher wasa ma dururi Lobonok Road. Radio.
Yes, my brother.
Yes.
Yes, you are connected to Simple Man in Jabalamiani.
Welcome on board, Simple Man.
Thank you. My brother, at the ending, I can say something very important here, that we need to be responsible for how we are using our money. From Juba to Nimli is 200 kilometers. And the Minister of the Road and Bridges spoke when they were opening the Freedom Bridge. I was there as myself on the day of opening, and he told the public that the one kilometer costs $1 million US. 1 kilometer. So when we have Lobonok, which is something like, let's say it is 60 kilometers from here, it can cost 60 million. And if they can extend it to Lobonok, that is good also. And it cannot even reach 200 million, because if it reach 200 million, that is minimal. Now we are not against the construction of the development. We are not against of where the government should decide to repair the roads. What we are against of it is that we need the money to be released and to be used exactly the way it's supposed to be used. But now if you start to propose the budget of 420-something million, and we know that 1 kilometer costs $1 million US, that thing cannot make sense. If they repair the road of Lobonok, we know the agriculture could be easy, because the farmer will know the customers will come and buy their goods. Even me myself, if I know there's an access road to where there's a farmers, I can go myself and buy and come and sell it to Juba. We agree on that. We are not against that issues, but we are against the money. This money is huge, and if the parliament or whatever cabinet approve them, then this whole country is corrupted. If they approve them, they have to approve at least 100 million.
All right.
150 million.
Thank you so much, Simple Man, for your opinion. All right. I read you.
Hello?
Ayua.
Sultana Mama Maria.
Marhabek.
Ita ke?
Mabatal Mama Maria.
Ayano Sulimu Muslimin, Uluna Palgas Maita.
Shukran jazilan.
Ayala ita eno? Kalama aligala kan sika Bamulude, Dema Batal. Usulu Beru sika Kilipi, asan security bekun kosa amni bekun tamam. Asan jatu de grupu tu mahalde sika tamam kubirpi, lakin ki grupu ta asade nasi asan gani kam jaman masarafu muya. Upi sekada le amulumini kam sena ilisa ma amulu nufsa to. Sika tanina bejete yidi sika da mini sana to kam dalaga mulukida mafi. Da mulukida leyo malela de sika da ma mulu. Ana kan jatu ana ga wonu ana gale sika te yidi kala mulu to wale la anu mini ni la gadi piye kam sika da mulu be jalat this is happening. Yala le ni saunus. Yala sika pe bagi sika te ni yatu sika ndaki Juba sika kulu batal. Yala burusu de kitu na de gwen burusu gali wuri jerede kama na to burusu de jatu rasa ena waya be burusu bikin umeya mapile nas jatu ba murtahin kan ba sika ba mun nafsa to la anu sunu kalina sarra amul jira amul sunu jibu akilale umani ajara umani yakul bara be ajide akil tumun musu be sanara lige biu ge jidu yo mi ge jidu de kulu pe kalamara le sika ad mapi kan sika sika to meridi de sika tayam de awal sika dal kan kula amulu awal bismillah yala de pe jamulu kaman be warato kulwa yala be darajan de musu nasu be nutu fi de tani de urteli sama amulu nafsa to nasa masara fu moya asa ita yana sarwai de mama sultana mama maria kan tirin dale sar wai de yom kan sane waga yom lahat kan yom sita de moya de sarafu asa sarafu moya
ma sarafu all right shukran jazila na mama maria I radio alright. Radio.
الو
ايوه.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.
انا عارفكم سعيد من قاعد الراديو.
شكرا.
معك الاستاذ حسن مشار من حي في جوبا هنا.
رايتك يا استاذ مشار؟
نعم، الراي بتاعي نحن طبعا نتكلم عن الطرق، الحاجات الرئيسيه اللي يحتاج لها المواطن الجنوبي في المقام الاول مناطق الانتاج او المناطق بتاع المداخل بداخل دول المواطنين يجي فيه البضاعه. في بعض الطرق اللي نحتاج لها مع بعض، ما حاليا ما في حوجه لها. المواطن الجنوبي محتاج لوجبه يوميه عشان يتحصل على ما لاقيها. زي مثلا الطريق الرئيسي ليوم ده من اهم الطرق. عندك الطريق بيربط جنوب السودان هي لغايه السودان. ده من اهم الطرق الرئيسيه. بالاضافه الطريق بتاعك من فلك لغايه فقات وانت ماشي لسوريا، ده من اهم الطرق، من الطرق الدوله تنافس عنها او البرلمان يوافق عليها. دي من الاشياء الرئيسيه في المقام الاول. وشكرا، لا ازيد عليكم والسلام عليكم.
شكرا خالص استاذ مشار. اي راديو. And if in case you have just joined us, you are most welcome, and we are asking you this evening, what is your take or your thought on that Juba Lobano Komoli Road project and its link to that gold and agriculture in the area. There is already a proposed $402 million for the construction of this particular road. Now, according to that an economist, that this project, it's so vital, and he highlighted the significance of the project linking to that gold exploration and broader economic development. So let's first go for a quick break, and after that, when we bounce back, I will be taking that opportunity to go through your SMS and even your live call.
انتباه، كوليرا ده مرض خطير وممكن بيقتلوا في 3 ل 4 ساعات كان ما عالجوا. ولكن في خبر كويس لتا، لقاح تا كوليرا البودي بكاسما وفي عشان بحميتا وبحمي أسرتك. لقاح تا كوليرا البودي بكاسما ده وآمن ومجاني، ممكن لأي زول من عمر سنة لفوق، وكمان نسوان الحوامل ومحات الجرادة إيال عشان بيشيلوا لقاح تا كوليرا البويدي بكشمة. ومع كده ما بويدي لقاح تا كوليرا لناس العيانين أو ناس اللي عندو كوليرا وإيال الأمر طمن تحت سنة واحد. بويدي لقاح تا كوليرا دي في كاسمة، وبويدي 2 جرعة الأول وجرعة الثاني عشان بيقوي مناعتك ضد كوليرا. بويدي جرعة نمرة 2 بين أسبوعين ل6 شهور بعد جرعة الأول. ومع جرعة 1 إنت بكون حامي جسم لمدة بوصل ل6 شهور، ومع جرعتين إنت بكون حامي نفسك لمدة بوصل ل3 سنة. لقاح تا كوليرا البودي بكاسما دي وبحميتا من أعراض تا كوليرا الشديد وبيقلل من انتشار تا كوليرا في المجتمع. كلتا ما فوتوا فرصة التطعيم في زمن تحملة تطعيم البودي بكاسما ضد كوليرا البيجا حاصل في منطقتك. كلتا يتذكر إنه حتى بعد التطعيم مهم عشان تبستمر في ممارسة النظافة والصرف الصحي الكويس. كلتا عالج دايما موية الشراب عشان بكون آمن، وكلتا يستخدم بخانة، وكلتا معكرة في محل المفتوح. كلتا كسل إيدتك بموية النظيف والصابون، وخاصة قبل أكل وبعد كان تدخل في بخانة. وكان ظاهر ليتا أو لأي زول تعرف علامات كوليرا، كلتا أطلب علاج الفوري. إذا كان إتا أو أي زول من أسرتك أو مجتمعتك عنده علامات أو أعراض كوليرا، كلتا بلغ طوالي لأقرب مرفق صحي أو لعامل صحي أو لشخيلتكم عشان تبلغوا مساعدة طبية. لكثير من معلومات كلتا اتصل بوزارة الصحة في رقم المجاني 6666. رسالة دي بجالتكم من وزارة الصحة بدعم من منظمة الصحة العالمية يونيسيف والشركاء.
Welcome to the Sundown Show. On this show, we bring you the movers and shakers of South Sudan and the world over. We engage in debates and discussions that unearth the stories behind the news. And we have our light moments too by chit-chatting about issues that affect our day-to-day life. We stay right here on the Sundown. Join in and be part of the show on iRadio your eye on South Sudan.
All right, welcome back from that break. It's 17 minutes to the top of the hour, and you are listening to the Sundown show with me, Madrama James. And this is a show that brings you a comprehensive look at daily event, the latest information, in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and exciting surprises for you. Remember, today, an economist has revealed the significance of the projected $402 million Juba to that's Lobonok and Molly Road project, linking it to that gold exploration and broader economic development. Now we are asking you as a listener, what is your thought on this latest development about that's Juba Lobonok Molly Road project and its link to that gold and agriculture in the area? Share your thought with us by calling us on 0911986986 and 0922986986. Some of you say it, first we need to consider the priorities like paying civil servants salary that have gone for almost a year. And others are saying, yes, they are not against development, but having $402 million is really a huge amount of money. Those are some of your thoughts, but keep those conversations going. I've got a caller right here. Hi, radio.
Hello?
How you are?
Misal Ker.
Mr. Hanur, Mahimunwa Tassel Minwen.
Dala Joseph Amani.
Joseph Tassel Minwen.
Menajat.
Na marhabek.
Development the country can work well. Lakin sekat alje priority kan bukun seka jeta yeide amolona dapato amolu bus clearance. Lakin ma kana so yala biga bisi bude ode yao mahala le akel betala fogo la hadi kaya guru ala hadi yogana. Ibu seka de yala biga talobono ya ba fisunu bilobono.
Gal fidap. Naam.
Madam de kalas kali salam mata MC Rubeti. Akele yao ki jibu Arabia. Na kufekir tikata ye keli yao salam. Wouldn't just people to balance the vice president galo ya be second na tika bitaye de. Azo biga giro afi loban of the nahina baamulu tunu.
Shukran nakuna Joseph. All right, hi radio.
Madrama James, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
David Mugo from Wow.
Welcome on board.
My brother, the project is welcome, but we have a question. Do the government of South Sudan have money? If they have money, why not they did not clear the arrears of 2024 is number one. Number two, if the government of South Sudan have money, why they did not complete the road coming to Barigizal? Number three, if the government of South Sudan have money, why they did not make road going to Western Equatoria? Number four, if the government of South Sudan have money, why they did not implement the agreement? Number five, if the government of South Sudan have money, why they did not finish the security arrangement? So, and if the government have money, why they did not connect the 10 states with the road in the state of Buma? Because Lebanon is under Rajab Payam, and Rajab Payam is under Juba County. If people are now endorsing the project of Buma, what about the county and the Payam? So, unless there is a logic within the government, that's why they want to make Lebanon. Because people must be sincere of this. We, the citizens of South Sudan, we are not rejecting any development. But according to the constitution, they say that the people have three chapters. One chapter is salary. The second one is services. And the third is development. If there are crashes in the country, the development of the services must be put up. And the one which is salary must be functioning.
All right.
Right now, both of them are not working. If that project is active, do they have money? And if they have money, why not the national thing is not being done first in the state of that?
All right. Thank you very much. All right. That was David Magog. Now, let me pick one more caller before we cross over to another item right here. Radio. All right. Radio.
Madrama James, good evening, brother.
Good evening, Joseph.
Thank you for recognition. My brother, I want to say that the advisor for the office of the vice president is to try and defend the project of that to be national duty. But in context, the vice president, Professor Dr. Waniga, doing that in self-service contact. Because he used to go there the evening hours on Friday and then come back on Sunday, and the road is rough. So he used that on his own interest. It's not a national interest completely. It's like what is being done now with so-called Akon International Airport. What was there when the proposal of the crude oil being done was proposed as a crude oil for the physical infrastructure, making road connectivity of the nationwide, and the international airport for the new Forfort capital city, Ramchen, to be built in Italy, okay? And that one now is being turned to the government official interest. That's why the president built his traditional airport in his home. Now, Dr. Iga built his road, his home road, because he's always used to go there. But what is not there, even they not count the meters from here to Lebanon of Fayam. How many meters to cost $400 million? So that one is they don't talk about it, but supposed to be held by this current advisor who is influential advisor. He's not doing a national duty. He's supposed to guiding the person that is working with him. So he's not doing his work because he's being influenced and doing the activities concern somebody. He's not doing that concern the nation. He's supposed to help the vice president, tell him that this one could not be good in the air. And I'm requesting members of the parliament, if they are parliament there representing will of the people of this nation, they're supposed to reject immediately. This project must not go ahead.
All right.
And also, if they are rejecting, they are also protecting the image of the office of the vice president to not be biased.
All right.
In future.
Joseph, thank you so much for sharing your thought with us. And let's keep the conversation going. 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Others are saying, having the construction in place, it's like putting our personal interest first, but not the public. So what do you think about that's Juba Lobano Kamoli Road project and its link to that goal and agriculture in the area? 0922-986-986 and 0911-986-986. Meanwhile, you can also send for us a short SMS. That's on 0913-986-986. Hi, Radio.
Hi, Radio. Engineer Moses.
Engineer Moses, where are you calling from, sir?
I am calling Matala, highway of Limeli.
Okay, welcome on board. That's Kerepi?
Yeah. No, I don't know, James.
Aywa.
Come on. I need you know, being in a Bamula, Jada, mind to benefit.
Malita bonus is
a number of them. Also, the chariot, the chariot, my better than a brace. Oma Batal, Janamolu, Obukunquelo, Amoral, Kun chariot, Akin al-Mishra Bazal, Buruja Mantala, and Buruja Katiria under James. Buruja Katir, Mabukun Chariade. When Juba is a number of the comes of being mail. Mabashir al Buruja. So, but al Buruja, but allow not Bukuri for Baden, I'll put Jagam Mabashir al Buruja Kulu, not Bukuri for Feed or the Bishilgate, Zora Bishilgate. Number of Chariad, there's other Mabakumel Baden. Super Chariad and Emily. Ya lura shafin al-Jami'ani da a kafin instituni. Wala ne man bisu mutan da waje-waje a under James. Ana al-kalami, an bugulu sha da nan wasu ko da mishiral gundal dar salahu. Akin al-guruje kade ne bizo.
All right. Shukran jazilan kuna Moses. Naam. Shukran. Right, there kuna Moses Fitijabita Kerepi Mutala wa Defi Shirka Estoia. Shukran jazilan. Radio.
الو
ايوه
شانكر
مساء النور.
معك ماما تريزا من واو.
يا سلام ماما تريزا، فترة طويلة.
اي انت كيف؟
ما بطال استاذة.
الحمد لله.
رايتك شنو؟
اي بس ترى احنا كويسين.
نعم قدم.
اي بس كلام ده ترى كلام بتاع الشعر بتاع جوبا نقول به وسمع، لكن بس كلام هذا الناس قام موسى بجوة اقتصادية كاب ما هي ما في الناس شغالين. ترى ما جانا مولو شعر ده كالناس على سجادين ده ما في جلوس ما في أكل ما في ناس البصوركو. ده جاني موسى ده مولو جيمس بشعر. وما بفكر لا حاجة البوم شايف ولا بفكر لا حاجة لسه بيجي ما بتعرف يسوي، لكن لما الناس يكونوا كل ماشيين بطريقة واحدة نقام باكل بشوف بكون كويس. هسه في زمان ده يعني بيسجلوا مدارس ما في فلوس ده أبواتهم ما في فلوس ده ناس شغالين كلا زول الزمن تاجر عشان نلزم يلزم الناس ما في. يلا من ده نطلع تنزل جاي ودود بيقولوا فلوس ما في للمواطنين ولا لأساكن. ده كلام على كويس ده كمان قام بيسووا ده. وكل ما يسووا حاجة البرنامج بنفس النظر بالشعب بتجنب السودان كلها. شكرا.
شكرا جزيلا ماما تريزا. هاي راديو. Hi, radio. All right. Yes, Mama Teresa is saying this critical moment and this moment where this economic hardship priorities of public interest are supposed to be considered first before doing other thing. Radio? Gabriel Dengdut.
Yeah.
Welcome.
أنا بشكر أن هذا ربنا بتاع ساوث السودان. ساوث السودان طبعا هو بشين هو بعمل حاجة بعمله كويس بعدين. دول بعمل شارع بعمله بعدين. كروجة كله وشارع بعمله. كلام زي ما بيجي. لو إذا ثلاثة حاجة عمل شغل له كامل كله. الناس تعمل يشوفوا جنوب السودان كله يشوفوا الشارع ده عملوه بطلات ده كلامه ناس الكوميونتي لا ده عملوا نص ده عملوا الشارع ده كيف هذا أشوار كتير لسه ما كملوا ذاته شوف شارع بارغزال ما عملوا شارع وين ما عملوا كلام زي ده بعملوا كيف بعدين
شكرا جزيلا. أكون جابريل دينغدوت. راديو. Radio? All right. This seems to be quiet. Thank you. We are remaining with about that's 3 minutes to the top of the hour. And at the top of the hour, we shall have that's news in English and that's Arabic, the headlines. And then after that, we shall also resume with the second hour of the Sundown show. Now, today, we are talking about that's Lobonok Juba Moli Road project and its link to that's gold and agriculture. So, what is your take? And the proposed budget is $402 million for the road. I read you. All right. I read you.
Hello?
Aywa.
أنا ما جيمس مجامع لك في شركة.
مرحبا جيمس.
إدارة بتاعي في برنامج ده. أنا 400 وكم مليون $400. ما فهمت في شهر ده.
400 و200.
400 و200. أين في 2024 شاب ما شرب جروج في سنة كامل. الجروج ما بسيط يشربوا هذا يشربنا جدا ده بتاع 2023 2024 ما بيزال شربوا يلا هم بتاع جروج جديد ده عملوا بوشار ده كده بساعد وش عايزين جروج ده لنفوسهم وبقسمهم وشار ده ما بتم ده رأي بداية.
شكرا كاليس جيمس. alright في ده جينا في نهاية بتا أول ساعة بتا Sundown معكم كان في تقديم أنا مدرما جيمس وأنا بيرجع بعد أخبار وشاني قدي معاكم لسه في كتير نينا بارو بياسما من civil society وامون بقول شنو بزادة في موضوع بتاع national transitional committee الخونو لجنة الخونو قربان وده وكتير بجيلكم في ذات I Radio. Up next is of course news headlines in that Arabic